So Honda, the unofficial, kind of official engine partner of Red Bull, the Red Bull powertrains these days, but Honda is still associated with them, and also heavily associated with Yuki Tsunoda, the Japanese driver, of course, heavily backed by Honda. But Honda are leaving next year in 2026. They are going to be the sole engine suppliers of Aston Martin, while Ford are going to be partnering with Red Bull to replace the Japanese giant. But let's talk about a little Japanese man. All 5'2" of Yuki Tsunoda. He is apparently, well, Honda is apparently predicting that he will know his fate quickly in 2025 for the following season in 2026. Of course, he starts this season as the most experienced second team driver in the history of Toro Rosso AlphaTauri Racing Bulls RB, as it's been known over the decades. This is his 5th season at the team. Will it be a 6th? Let's find out. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Yuki Tsunoda's fate will become clear very quickly this season, according to the boss of Honda's Formula 1 activities. Currently, Tsunoda is starting his 5th year at Red Bull's junior F1 team, having been overlooked for the promotion to become Max Verstappen's new teammate by Liam Lawson. Many believe part of the reason for the Red Bull Racing snub is because the team's works relationship with Honda is ending this year. The Japanese manufacturer is currently designing its all-new 2026 engine exclusively for Aston Martin. We are aiming for a homologation in February 2026, Ouest France newspaper quotes Honda's F1 project leader Tetsushi Kakuda as revealing this week. Since we started a little late, we want to push things back until the very last moment. It is difficult to say exactly what percentage of progress we have made, but I think we have reached an important milestone. Some believe Tsunoda is very unlikely to remain with the soon-to-be non-Honda affiliated Red Bull family beyond 2025, and that Honda will push for the 24-year-old Japanese driver to switch over to Aston Martin. However, Aston Martin have played down these rumours, insisting that both Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll are under contract already for 2026. He's in his 5th year in F1 and has plenty of experience, so I hope he can make the best choice, Koji Watanabe, president of Honda Racing Corporation, said this week when asked about Tsunoda. I think this is a very important season, and the seat for next year will probably be fixed quite quickly, so I hope he can seize on the timing and opportunity to take the next step. I believe he can do that, he added. But first and foremost, I want them all to achieve the best results this season. Yeah, what are those results going to be? Well, we know the livery for Racing Bulls is the best one on the grid. I think that's without a doubt, really. It's definitely one of the best anyway. I think it's fantastic. And seeing a Japanese driver, Tsunoda, driving an all-white Honda-powered car is very cool. I'll be honest, I do like that. I mean, for what it's worth, I can't see him getting promoted to Red Bull. I can't see Liam Lawson being axed after a season. I'd be shocked. I mean, this is Red Bull we're talking about, but I'd be shocked. And then you have to also look at the possibility of, someone coming up from Formula 2. Now, Isaac Hadjar, I think, is going to stay at Racing Bulls for next year. They tend to give their drivers 2 or 3 seasons to find their feet in Formula 1, so that'll be a second season. I think he'll be fine. So then the second seat, or the first seat, if you will, in a sense for the moment, is Tsunoda. Is he going to stay there, though? What are his other options? Well, when it comes to some driver coming up from F2 and replacing him, I don't really see anybody doing that anytime soon. There's lights of Pepe Marti and Arvin Lindblad, who's, they're good drivers, but are they ready for F1? I'd say no. Unless they absolutely hit the ground running early in 2025 for the Formula 2 season, if they win the first couple rounds or something like that. Unless that happens, I don't see any chance of Tsunoda being replaced by one of them. And I think Tsunoda's a damn good driver too. I think he's earned a promotion or another move to Aston Martin. I think he'd be great there. The Honda connection's there. Now, you're not going to get rid of Alonso. You're just not. So then it's Lance Stroll. Should Lance Stroll be replaced by Yuki Tsunoda? Absolutely, yeah. I think that's the right move. But you've got to think about the future as well. There's more to this than just 2026. Now, Lance Stroll is not going to go anywhere. He's not. It's either Aston Martin or nowhere. No one is going to offer him a Formula 1 seat. Simple as he's just not good enough. He's not good enough. And he's there because his dad's the team boss. Simple as that. That's what it is. He's not the most terrible driver ever in Formula 1 history, but given his experience, he should be a lot better than what he is. And I think Tsunoda would be a marked improvement upon him. I think most drivers would be, but Tsunoda I really rate highly. I think he's a good driver. But it's also about the future as well. And Aston Martin might want to get Max Verstappen in 2027. I mean, Red Bull insist it's never going to happen. I'm not convinced though. I think there's a possibility of it. And then do you want Tsunoda and Verstappen in the team in 27? I don't know. Would that work? Would that work well? Would Stroll be better in a sense? Less trouble? I don't know. Aston Martin have championship ambitions, and I don't think they'll ever win a championship in the constructors, at least, with Lance Stroll at the wheel. They might well win one though, with Yuki Tsunoda being the second driver. I think he's good enough. I think it's good enough. But your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Is Tsunoda going to stay at Racing Bulls for 2026? Will he move on to Aston Martin, another team, or will he be ousted? Will he be out of the sport entirely? Your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always to see much more F1 news and opinions on the world and Formula 1 racing just like this. Have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend ahead. And Raw Geek is coming up. Race week next week for the first time in 2025. Can't wait.